Ladies and gentlemen, or gentle pants, I don't even know anymore. Welcome to another episode of the Everyman Show. We are still alive. We have gone nowhere. This corona stuff ain't taking us nowhere. We're still here. That's right. And I am John Everyman. Welcome. Bienvenidos. I don't know any other languages right now. I kind of realized before this whole production that I'm losing vocabulary words. So I think those are the only two words I know right now. Like, I didn't even think I said bienvenidos right. I think I messed that up too, right?
Yeah,
I messed
you
it
did
up. Yeah, I did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are here. We are live. Or live right now recording this. I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm back. I've been gone for so long. I don't know where I've been. I don't know if should I blame the coronavirus or just my brain?
I think everybody's blaming the coronavirus.
Right? A lot of people are just disappearing from shit. That's what I'm thinking. I'm sitting people with
you decided to come out with a pink shirt?
I feel different. I look pretty.
So different.
I look pretty.
Purple.
It's purple. This guy's colorblind. Let him believe what he wants. He always thinks I'm wearing pink. I could wear black clothes and he thinks I'm wearing pink. That's just what he sees. He sees pink all the time.
Self-esteem is up there.
Yeah, it is. It's there. My confidence is through. I'm man enough now to wear pink or purple.
Congratulations.
Take that. And I got roses on.
Holy shit.
That's right. Flexing like a rose in here.
Introduce the guest, please.
Whatever, man. Stop telling me what to do. This guy acts like he's running the show. Whatever, he might be. Whatever. We're sitting with a light crew today, guys. I'm missing the crew. Mateo, Mr. Goodnight, God only knows where they are. They probably got tired of the show. Or maybe they got corona. I don't know. We'll find out in the next episode. But I am sitting here, ladies and gentlemen, inside a grand studio. Can't see the rest of the grandness of it, but it's grand. It really is. And I'm sitting with none other than the famous producer, artist. I don't know what. I've been talking to this guy, and he has a lot more things going on than what I would have thought initially. I thought I was just sitting with the infamous Tony Grandson. Turns out he's a little more than that. I'm starting to figure that grandson, that grand really means a lot with you. You're like grand. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are inside the famous Star Trek studios, and I am sitting with Tony Grandson. How are you, my man?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I don't know. I have no clue anymore. I mean, this whole corona stuff and just things have been evolving in such a way for me right now that I don't even know who I am. We'll just know that I'm okay. Or I'm just here in the moment. I'm present. That's all. That's my answer.
I mean, at least we're 6 feet apart. So,
well, at least in this camera, look, for right now, if it's not 6 feet, don't worry about it. After editing, bro, we're both on the other side. You're in that room and I'm in this room. You'll see. You'll see how this goes. But yeah, man, how are you?
I'm doing great, man.
Yeah?
Yes.
I am so excited to have you on this show, man. I have been, like I said earlier, I've had for weeks on my mind Tony Grandson. I don't know why you entered my mind. Maybe it's some sort of divineness of God or Jesus or whoever. Maybe the devil. I don't know.
No, it's definitely God.
It might have been.
Yeah.
It might have been divine. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll go with that. But yeah, man, I was so excited to do this, man. We haven't done a studio episode. Period. We've had the artist. We've had the comedian. We've had all types of artistry, but never a studio. And I was like, man, we got to tap into this. We got to tap into this. And I know that you're somebody that has such a popularity out here. You know what I mean? When I've gone out into the streets and I've met artists, man, they've mentioned Star Trek Studios.
Dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have. And I was like, man, we got to get in here. We're not paying you for studio time, by the way. I hope you're not charging us for this. You know, if I start singing, I'll understand if you want to charge me. But for now, I'm just going to keep this whole talking.
As long as you don't sing, I think, I won't charge you.
All right, cool. If he starts singing, charge him double. That's what I say.
I don't have the confidence that he does walking around with a purple shirt.
Whatever. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself.
It's not even Breast Awareness Month yet.
It's not, but you know, we got Women's Month coming up, and I want to start embracing things. You know what I mean? That's what we're gonna do. That.
I don't have that kind of confidence.
Whatever.
Next topic.
Off. Where are you from?
So my parents are Cuban,
Okay.
and I was born and raised here, Miami.
So you're original 305er.
I'm an original 305.
Well, you're the Cuban 305er. You're the average Miamian that walks around here.
I guess.
No, not I guess. It's true.
I mean, I was
Listen,
born here, yeah.
No, but I'm the same way. You know what I mean? My family's Cuban. I was born here. It is so we're so abundant out here. We're
but I gotta say, I love Honduras. So I mean, I don't know.
You try to lie to people and say you're
no,
Honduran?
I don't try to lie, and I don't lie.
I do when
actually
I'm in
did a
New
lot
York.
of-
I say I'm Puerto Rican like a motherfucker.
I actually did a lot of I did a lot of missionary work out there, like helping with the church and everything like that. And I fell in love with Honduras out there. So it was-
Really?
yeah.
I love
I love-
Honduran people.
I prefer living that's why I like LA. That's why I like that whole different, not just the city. I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm in the city because I'm more country. Like I think I was born in the wrong family. Does it make sense? 'Cause like,
Or you mean like in the wrong life?
in the
a
wrong
sense.
life or something like that, because I like what it is like acres of land, and like my neighbor is like almost like 5 acres or 10
You want them
acres.
like at least a good mile away from you. That's
Yeah.
what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't like. Listen, man. I'll tell you right now. I'm not a country guy. I can appreciate it. I mean, when I say appreciate, I'm like, wow, this is nice. But after like 2 hours, I'm like, all right, so when are we leaving?
Hmm.
Like, I don't mind it. It's cool.
It's at least living it. I love it because you get the peaceful and you got the. But then when you want to make noise and you got the city. You know what I mean?
I guess because I grew up in the city, I'm used to it. You know what I mean? But I guess I could understand what you're saying. You know,
You got the best of both worlds, so you don't get bored.
Right. And that's what I was about to say, that I like to be in the middle. You know, I like to live in the city, but I don't mind going out and doing that whole country stuff. You know what I mean? I don't mind it. I appreciate nature in that regard, but you're saying you'd prefer to live there. I'm assuming is what you're saying.
Yeah, I did it. I did it in California, in LA. I lived in Acton, so it was like Acton, and then I would go and work an hour away in LA. Being on different.
I didn't
types
even
of
know that
shows.
they had country fields out there
Of
around
course,
LA.
They got deserts. They got everything out there.
In LA? I thought LA
California.
was just filled with like freaking buildings and the Lakers
LA,
and
yeah.
like Mexicans.
Yeah,
like
in the city of LA, yeah. But then you got the outside.
The outskirts? I thought that. Listen, man, when I think of California, I mean,
course.
I know there's farm fields, and you've got the
It's
the
like
nature.
when people think of Miami Beach or like Miami, they just
Right.
think of Miami Beach.
Right. When
They don't think about Kendall or Homestead.
when they come out here, they're like, "What is this? Where's the water? What do you mean you got a lake, man? This is weird." Nah, I guess, yeah, it's just the ignorant life. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, that's why I won't go to Chicago because they've taught me that there's nothing but gang violence. I can't even feel like I don't feel like I can even pull up in Chicago O'Hare Airport. I feel like I'm gonna get like gang banged. Like,
You
and
look
that sounded
like
horrible.
You look
but,
like a vato right now. I mean, if you,
well,
especially with that.
funny
purple
you
pink-
mentioned that. Every time I travel, I am instantly a cholo. Like, it doesn't matter where I've gone. I've gone to the West Coast. I've been to Texas. And every time I do, Mexicans look at me as a rival Mexican. I mean, so much so that black people think I'm Mexican. Like, I had this one black dude try to fight me, and I was like, he thought I was a cholo. He said, "Oh, you look like a freaking Mexican hitman." I was like, "Come on, man." I said, "Mexican?" I said, "I'm Cuban, baby. Cuban." That name, Tony Grandson. Like, how did you come up with that name, man?
So I don't want to say my legal name out here.
No,
you
no
know,
one needs
but,
to know you. But we want to know
But it
how
has
Tony
to do
Grandson.
it goes based on my legal name.
Okay,
That's
it's a play onto your legal name.
it is my legal name. So
Okay,
I'm gonna say it anyway, whatever, because people can research it. And
Sure.
It's very. But my name is Anthony Nieto. So
Oh.
Anthony, I didn't like to be called Anthony. I like to be called Tony.
Tony,
So
okay.
ended up being Tony, and then all of a sudden Nieto is grandson. If you
Right.
translate it, and people couldn't say Nieto. So the
Right.
people I had a lot of, people say Nito, Nito,
Right.
or they just couldn't say Nieto.
Naruto,
whatever. And so no matter what language, no matter what this, that, can anybody say grandson? And then it just became Tony Grandson.
It has a dope ring, Tony
does.
Grandson. When I first heard your name, I was like, man, that is so different. but why grandson? So like it
Yeah.
just threw me
Whose
off.
grandson are you? I get that
like
joke.
I was like,
Whose grandson are you?
are you Tony's grandson for real? No fucking way. I love Tony. That guy's great, man. You're such a great grandson. Nah, but that's dope, man. It has a
Tony owes me money.
yeah, right?
You his grandson?
Yeah, it'd be like, hey, I'm looking for Tony's grandson. Nah, I'm his uncle. I'm Tony's uncle, man. Sorry.
Next topic.
Let me ask you, Tony, like, how did you get to this, man? What brought you to want to do music and have your own studio and be a producer? Like, because you know, we've been talking here and you've said, you know, you did a lot of serving for the church. You know, you did it sounds like majority of your early work was sitting through the church and helping and paying your dues in that regard and learning the production side of it. But where did you transition from that to where you're at now? Where was that transition?
So it still goes based to that, like then we can bring the church in, but it because I love to help.
Right.
Because I love to help, I was like, I can't help nobody if I don't have it. Does it make sense?
Okay.
So I worked really hard and I did whatever it took. If it was, you know, the person to invest or to get what I needed to do to get this, to make this happen. You know, my mom, you know, helped me out believing in me. You know, most that was the one, the person mostly that actually believed.
Your biggest
in me.
Supporter.
Biggest supporter. And my dad too. You know, he was that, but he was already getting, you know, old. And I basically it took me a year to build this because I didn't have help from nobody. I had to start this on my own.
Wow.
I had to start this on my own. I had to break down things. This was a room already in a room. And we just made a room inside of another room.
Right.
And we started building this and we started doing it. And because I started building it, because I started moving in the action, people were like, yo, I want to be part of this. I want to do this. And they started tagging along. And then because it was free, then when I started charging, then everybody left. So it was like I had to learn that process of everything, but now I understand how it works. You know, you have to give but I had to learn it on my own. So I feel like I had to go through the years of what I went through to be where I'm at today. And then this came, like, to answer your question, this basically actually I wanted to do this was to help people. So I could be like, I do studio, I do this, I have that. I can be like, hey, I know these people are charging you more and they're charging you for the hour, but then they're charging you for the mic, and then they're charging you for the cable, and they're charging you for the time.
Or for the guy even running the board.
Or for the guy for the running the board. But if I have this, I have the board, I have the camera, I have this, that, and be like, hey, you know what? What do you have? I'm down. We'll learn together. I want to learn how I can make you better, and I want to learn how to be better so that I can be able to work with anybody. Because I want to help you. I want to help you get your sound to be better. I want to help you to get your image to be better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where my strong and everything beliefs from that, I think, caused for me to do this and actually be a little bit different in the sense of how can I make you be better than what you already are? So it's like, perfect example is like David Foster. That's like my idol. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? I heard him say one time back in the days, and I was watching TV, and he was talking about an interview, and he's like, I was working with Celine Dion, and Celine Dion, everybody, like, you see how amazing she is and whatever it is that, but I knew she wasn't giving her 100%. I would make her cry in the studio and this, that, and it felt bad, but look at who Celine Dion is now. But if I wasn't strong and hard on her, Celine Dion wouldn't be who she is today.
Right.
So it's the same way like that. I just feel like
I just don't make people cry.
I just don't make people cry.
Come into Star Trek Studios, we make you cry. Or not, you ain't gonna be shit.
We're gonna make you a star.
Play the Titanic song.
Next topic.
How many artists have you worked with already?
A lot.
Yeah?
A lot. Yeah.
Have you worked with all of them from Miami, or do you travel around for this?
So,
or do they travel?
They've traveled.
Over here?
A lot of people from Venezuela. A lot of people from, I could say probably like everybody from Central America. I've worked with somebody.
A lot of Spanish
artists, English artists, rappers, hip hop, old school, new school.
Are there any notable names right now that you?
Oh, of course. I've worked with Chino Nacho that have been in the studio.
Okay.
I did video for them behind the scenes. Atela Gali, Sebastian Yatra, Elvis Crespo.
Really? Now
Yeah.
that name I knew. The other ones I was just nodding my head like, yeah, yeah. But he said Elvis Crespo. Okay, shit. All right, that's
Louis
big
Fonsi.
time. Okay.
I did a video for Louis Fonsi. So yeah, it's those type of things, and then those things has also had those because of working with those people, being at the Latin Grammys, going to the after parties and doing all these things and surrounding myself with the right people, has caused to also open doors where people want to work with me because
Right.
they see me surrounded with those. But the difference is that I'm not surrounded by them just to surround myself. I try to build a relationship with them
Of course.
because that's what matters more, for at least for me.
Yeah, you feel
It's
like
not
you
about
want to.
it's not about the money.
Right.
It's more about because they can work with whoever. Like I told you, they can work with whoever they want. But what is it why are they working or why are they in my life at the moment? So what is God trying to show me or what am I going to learn out of this experience? So see, God brings you people either as I put it like this, like how Tyler Perry said it. People come into your life like a leaf, a branch, or a root. But the root, you'll find out who a root is through time.
Right.
But a branch is like those people that backstab you. It hurts. But
Yeah.
but leaf is like they're here to teach you one thing. They're seasonal,
And
and
they're
then
gone.
they're gone.
Yeah.
So we make mistakes on either, hey, this is my best friend, or this is the girl that I need to be with. However you want to do it, but you'll know who you. But if you can find that root, no matter what hurricane, no matter what situations going through, no matter
Right.
what branch breaks, that root will actually grow and it'll be stronger.
Yeah.
And you have to. There's some branches have to break because that's how you get stronger. You know what I'm saying? So I just see it like that.
Nah, it's deep, man. I think I actually read something like that too. That when you were saying, I was like, man, did I read something from Tyler Perry that said that, or was I just saw that on Instagram?
So
and he
Tyler
wrote it?
Perry, he's the one who said it. He said it based out of a marriage. He used the topic of a marriage. Like we we make mistakes that this girl was only to come and teach us one thing, but we think that that's the one that God has for us, and we need to marry her, and
Yeah.
and she was only a leaf instead of being
The root.
the root.
I get.
And then that was but then
I dated a lot of
I
branches.
learned that everybody's dated a lot of branches, and a lot of leaves too.
Yeah. No, I think I just recently went through a leaf, but I've stepped on a lot of branches. I'm still looking for the root.
Yes.
Next topic. Star Trek studio do for an artist. Let's say I come in here and I want to start my reggaeton career.
Okay.
Call myself John Todomundo.
John Todomundo.
Yeah.
So
but like, how,
basically,
what do you do?
so I would tell you, okay, you want to be called John Todomundo,
Right.
Right. I'm gonna look it up on social media, and I'm gonna see if John Todomundo is available. If it's not available, then we're gonna create it. What's your name?
Oh, I
This,
thought we
that.
were gonna kill the guy, but sure. You got it.
So the key behind everything is having the same name on all platforms. So when people actually research you or search you, that is one name. It's not
Right.
spelled differently in different parts.
Okay.
That's branding. So what Star Trek Studios does is we help you and we focus on what you've been doing wrong, right? And to the point, and now we just fix that and we help you to go forward.
So
to
you
be-
strip the bad out of them and you start to
do it-
rebuild them with
rebuild
the
them
good,
with the good.
in a sense.
Yes.
So you start off with branding, but what if I can't come in here and I can't sing worth the lick, which is really true. It's not a lie, people. I don't have that voice like Michael Jackson and Prince hybrided. But what happens then? If I can't sing and I don't have the talent, do you just chase the people out of here? Or
No,
what do you
I
do?
can actually help you sing, and I have the patience to actually be able to sit with you and get you to actually do the tone that you need to do.
Okay,
and then
so
from
you do like a
there-
little bit of vocal coaching.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not gonna say I'm an expert, but I've seen vocal coaches do, and I get the basics, and I help, and I did. And so if I'm trying to get something out of you to what you want this to sound, that I know exactly what you want, and I know because I listen to your voice, and I know what you can do, and it's just helping you because you're learning that on the spot. So the point across is that because you're learning it on the spot, it's either you're gonna catch it quick or it's gonna take you a little bit longer. So some people can learn it quick, and some people can learn it a little. It takes more time. So
Right.
I'll if you can't catch it or anything, I'll get somebody that can actually catch it. I'll give it to you so you can go home, practice. You can actually learn how to move, the vocals and sing like that, because you can sing any song that you hear on the
Right.
radio. Doesn't mean that you're singing it good, but you're singing it how it's supposed to, the
Of course.
melody. So you may not know, you may not have learned the melody of what I'm creating for you right now. So you just need to go home and learn the melody, so that when you come here, you're not focusing on a million things like, what's the melody? How do I say it? What's the words? You already know the melody. You know the words. All you have to do is, you don't have to read. You just go and you go with feeling
And you naturally flow
and
it.
naturally flow with it. And then if you're off it, oh no, just a little faster. Oh no, a little slower. And if you're off time, and I just help, and you'll be able to do it naturally. It's just teaching and having patience.
So you do a little bit. So you help them with the branding, you help them with the vocal cord. And what about with writing and the business aspect of it? Because I mean, branding, I could understand it because you're teaching. I feel like that's one of the main basics right now, especially in this social media world. Branding is pretty much like the foundation for some of this stuff. The vocal coaching, those are things that definitely are overlooked. You know what I mean? Some artists think they got it, but no producer takes the time to really work with them unless they're really interested in that artist and they see some sort of potential. But for you, do you go as far as helping them with the business side of it, with the writing? Do you
I
do things
do.
like that too?
I do. I actually do. I basically help them if they want to be helped. Because you can lead a horse to water.
But you can't make
You
it
can't
drink.
make it drink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll lead you to water, or if you're hungry, I'll lead you to hay. Whatever, like how you started. Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
hey,
Hey, it's
hey.
just not for horses, people.
So basically, that, what I'm saying, like I work with you, and I'll help, because it's, see, look at this. This is how I see it. If you're famous, if you already made it, you can work with whoever you want.
Right.
So it's not, it's a plus that I'm gonna be working with that person. It's a, wow, okay, like you're doing your thing. Oh my God, look at that. You got to work with this person. Great, whatever this, that. But if I can get $1 from 1 million people, it's $1 million.
Right.
It's like what it is. That's what my mentality is. It's easier for me to ask you for $1 and go ask 1 million people for $1. I'm gonna have $1 million. Compared to, like, hey, bro, I'm sorry, I'm really good at what I do. I'm an expert. And don't get me, I'm not hating on that. I mean, you have a value, of
Of
course,
course.
but you have to, depending on the times that we're in, you know, you have to wonder, hey, so what do you got? What can you do? This is what I'm doing. And I kind of created some new prices for, COVID-19 and what we're doing right now, and,
Mhm.
and stuff like that. And it's basically, I get them here, I explain to them what I do everything for you, and I help you. And it's a 6 month process.
You give them about a 6-month
A
time
six
frame.
He ran out of shit to say, so it's time to go.
Yeah,
That's
For you, if you're an artist and you want to reach out to Tony Grandson, he's available, right?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, let them know where they can follow you, man, or where they could check
So,
out anything.
Star Trek Studios, I have Instagram, also Tony Grandson. You can hit me up, DM me. I eventually go through all my messages. I will go through all and try to answer every single
Yeah?
one. Yeah.
And
So-
you're available to work with artists, right? Even
I'm
the ones that aren't even experienced.
Yes.
So there you go, people. If you guys aren't experienced and you're just interested in this, and you can find yourself into his location, even if you got to travel, man, it'll work for you because divine intervention always exists. So if you really want it, Star Trek Studios is here. Tony Grandson is here. Guys, you can change your life in a better way, not just for music. Apparently in here, you can learn. Man, I need to come be a better comedian with you. I should have started with Tony Grandson before we start. I started with Walter. I fucked up. I started off on the wrong foot. But, yeah.
You have the confidence to wear a pink shirt.
Yeah, because no thanks to you. According to this guy, I need to dress like an 81-year-old man. Like baggy pants. He still want to dress like it's 1994 and shit. Tony, thank you, man. Honestly, this has been amazing. You know, when we do these interviews, man, sometimes we don't know where we're going with it. But you took us on a very holy trail today.
No, I know. I didn't even know how this was gonna go.
I told you,
way,
man.
yeah.
We don't know. This is the everyman show. We're not predicated to one thing, man. We're everything in here. You know what I mean? And it was just so enlightening, man. And just to know how you really work with artists. You know, we could have sat with so many other studios, but for whatever reason, yours just is the most popular one. It's the most interesting one, and for good reason. I knew that it was a good reason. And watching all these other people out here, I mean, they need to take a page from you, man. At the end of the day, like you need to go do your Tony Grandson seminars and teach people, if they're even starting a studio, how to structure this stuff, man. We'd have so much better artists if that were the case, honestly. And I've worked with some of your artists. They are phenomenal. I've done showcases with them. And every single one that has come out of your studio are so disciplined and so professional that I was like, I don't think I need to go work with many other people. You know what I mean? I just work with this group and I'll be good. I'll look good all the time. They are so good, man. So kudos to you for that, my friend.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you want to plug in outside of your social media? Was there anything else you want to mention? No?
In the moment,
You're
no.
good?
I'm good.
Guys, follow Jesus and God too, just in case. I don't know if they have a social media, but you could try that. Jesus. See,
Jesus on the corner.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, if you say Jesus, they're gonna go find that dude and see, where did he say he was? Guys, just like that, we're wrapping it up. I am John Everyman. Guys, thank you for following. Thank you for the likes. Make sure, for those out there, man, subscribe. Check us out on the website, everymanpodcastshow.com, or on Instagram, Everyman Podcast Show, Facebook, Everyman Podcast Show, just everything, Everyman Podcast Show. Yeah, man, bump that up, man. That's one of these Star Trek studio artists right here, Jekka Soul, guys. Check her out, man. Her music is dope. I've worked with her. That girl's amazing, man. You do good work, man. You really do. Can you make me into a star? All right, we'll talk about it right after the show.
They said they ain't cutting the lights off. Okay, I was just making
You
sure.
don't pay me enough.
Yeah, the sound guy says it's over. Fuck you. I don't even care if I got nothing to do with the electricity. I'm just out of here.